What's going on, everyone? For this video on the Digimon TCG, I wanted to discuss what you as the consumer can do to help the English release of this game become successful in the long term. Now, the reason I bring this up is because Digimon has had a dodgy past with English localization. Leaving other media like the anime and toys aside, the Digimon TCGs have not had a successful past here in the US or across many other English-speaking countries. Without going into too much detail, because that would really require a video of its own, Digimon has tried in the past to launch successful TCGs here in the West, and all of them have fizzled out pretty quick for one reason or another. This eventually caused Bandai to give up on the Western market and focus primarily on keeping the Digimon TCGs in Japan. However, now after several years of not having a TCG here in the West, Bandai has decided to try and take a risk and bring their newly released Digimon TCG 2020 game over here. Now, I don't believe Bandai ever had any intention at the beginning to give this game an English release. The only reason they did was you, and people like you who were interested in Digimon as a card game. Maybe you checked out some videos about it online, maybe you joined a Facebook or Discord group, maybe you played the game online using some sort of third-party game or website, or maybe you even imported some product from Japan. Anyway, it was you, us, as the fans who made Bandai think it was a good idea to bring this game over to the West. However, our job's not done yet. It is still going to be an uphill battle to get this game going, especially when they have to compete with the other TCG juggernauts that we have over here, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, and Pokemon. But what can we as the consumers really do at this point, you might ask? Sure, we can buy cards once they come out, but will that be enough? Well, the first and most important thing that we need to do is not only show Bandai that we're interested in the game, but show our local card shops that we're interested too. Local card shops have a hard decision to make with new games like this, especially those that already have a rocky past like Digimon. They may have invested in a previous Digimon game in the past, and lost out on a lot of money when those games didn't pull the numbers that they were hoping for. So the first thing that we as the consumer need to do is let our card shops know that we're interested. If you haven't already, try visiting or calling up your local shop. Send them a message on their Facebook or Twitter account. Ask them if they're planning to support this game or not. Ask them if they're going to do anything for the November Super Pre-Sale event. Let them know that you would be interested in going to any Digimon-related events that they might host. If you have the means and the money, ask if you can pre-order a product. Purchasing from a local game store is always preferred to buying from a big retailer like Walmart or Target if you can. Not saying that purchasing from Walmart and Target is a bad thing, but they don't have communities that are going to keep the game alive. They're not going to host tournaments or events for people who enjoy the game. Your local card shop will. If you have friends who might be interested in playing, maybe ask if they'd like to go in on a case together. If the store sees that people are interested in a game enough to order a case for it before the first booster box is even released, that's going to put this game on their radar. If you don't have the money to buy a case or even a booster box, that's okay too though. Ask if you can pre-order maybe a starter deck, or just ask if they're going to have any events around the Digimon TCG. Just ask if they're going to support it. You don't have to spend money now, but if they hear from several different people who are interested in the possibility of some events or just buying some product, that's going to give them more incentive to actually order the stuff. If you and some friends come to events to play, that might get other people interested who didn't even know what the game was to begin with. If you're completely new to the game and not really sure if you'll like it, there are a ton of resources online to look up the game, learn the rules, and play with others. I did a video on this already, but there's this fantastic fan game being created by a bit nerd as we speak. It's still in its early stages, but it's a great way to learn the game and see if it's something that you might be interested in. If you like what you see there, maybe you can grab some friends, move over to something like Tabletop Simulator or OCTGN and play there. If you don't know of anyone who would like to play, try joining the Discord or the Facebook groups. These groups so far have been full of some really great people with genuine love for this game, so it would be a great place to make new friends. Overall, just try to support the game as best you can. Again, you don't have to go and spend a whole lot of money to support a game like this. If you express interest to card shops, attend events, and spread the word to other people who might be interested, that's just as good in a lot of cases. Sure, buying some booster packs or a box definitely wouldn't hurt, but just do what you can. If you're someone who is only sort of interested in the game, but you don't really want to invest anything until it's released, try it out online. See if it's something that you might like. If so, express your interest. If you like it, let people know. If all of us just waited around for a game to be successful before we played it, no game would ever get its feet off the ground. It was the power of the fans who brought this game to the West, and it's up to us to make sure that Bandai doesn't think that it's a mistake. This is a super fun game that I've been really enjoying so far, and I really hope that it has a successful launch here in the West. What do you guys think though? If you're supporting the game, how are you doing it? What advice would you give others who might be interested in the game but don't want to fully commit yet? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.